Uh, yeah, welcome to this week's episode of JFI Podcast. I'm your host, Kern Mary, joined by my faithful co-host.
See, you've got to segue into that because it just leaves me and Kisty sitting here going, which one of us is he talking about?
Yeah.
The one that's a guy.
Oh, okay, me.
Me.
It's me. See, I see what I think about doing is like stealing Diamond Dallas's page intro where he's like, it's me, it's DDP. Just like he said, it's Jason MB. So.
And our podcast cat.
Meow. It's Kisty. No big line for me.
Yeah, I know. Well, I expected him to do it.
You expect too much.
I do expect too much. My God.
Yeah, plus I'm listening to a very broken Skype call thanks to my husband and an episode of Doctor Who.
Yep.
Yay, Doctor
Speaking
Who.
of Doctor Who, let's take the moment to mention that while Kisty, myself, and I think Nightmare, you've grown to love it, correct? Doctor Who?
My body is ready.
Okay.
Yes.
We will be doing a 1-week delay of when we will be talking about the current Doctor Who episodes because when we film this, or tape this, or whatever the hell we do every week...
Record.
Record. Doctor Who is actually going on right now on BBC America, and in the BBC it's already been aired. But, so we either have to not record, or watch Doctor Who, or just skip Doctor Who and talk about it the next week. So we're taking the latter option.
Or, the worst part, you two watch it, we record, and I have to sit through spoilers.
Yep.
Yeah, we don't want to do that to Kisty, because then she'll be mean to us.
Yeah, you don't want to upset your editor on the podcast. Because then I'll just go, no Doctor Who section.
Can I just say right now, the image they used in the BBC America promos yesterday for Doctor Who, the new season coming out today, is the funniest damn thing, because they have the picture that's very famous by now of the Doctor holding Amy in his arms and walking away, and they're all very battle-scarred and look very dirty.
And they're surrounded by Daleks.
No, they actually cut that out. It's actually just the Doctor holding Amy in the BBC America version.
Oh, okay.
And, because it's a promo image, and it's not, it's at the end of a commercial where they're talking about it. So, it's this really saturated picture where they've turned up the darks and turned down the lights. Matt Smith looks like a zombie just carrying Amy Pond that he's gonna eat her. I need to go find this picture, because it's hilarious.
I've seen this picture that you are talking about, and yes, he does look like a freaking zombie. They overly darkened it to try to hide the background, which is complete black, and I'm like, you're trying too hard.
Mm-hmm. This season on The Walking Who.
You're right, it really is.
The Walking
I'm gonna regenerate, but I'm gonna regenerate into another zombie. How the hell does that work? I don't know.
Don't question me.
I still have 2 hearts, though.
Don't question me,
So
I'm a time zombie.
Oh, God.
He regenerates and he's still a zombie. Zombie translation. Oh, thank God, I'm not a ginger.
Oh my God, I'm a girl!
I'm a girl! Oh, God, my boobs just decayed off.
I hope
holy
the
shit.
Doctor never becomes a girl. I'm sorry. I know everyone's like, oh, get an actress to play Doctor Who. I'm like, no. You will kill it. Keep it a guy.
I'm okay with girls dressing up as the Doctor, but I am not cool with a woman being the Doctor merely because it doesn't work. It really doesn't, because look at it. The whole reason Doctor Who works is the female companions being the brighter side of what the Doctor is. Mm-hmm. Being that curiosity, being that hopefulness. If it was a woman, you'd have to have a male companion that's like the Doctor now. He has to be very pessimistic and very jaded about the world, and the Doctor would be this upbeat character who was so hopeful about everything, and you'd kill the show.
Yeah.
She'd last for a season and go, oh, I'm dying. Regenerates into a dude.
Regenerates into the last Doctor.
Yeah, regenerates somehow into the last Doctor.
It would be sad if the last regeneration of the Doctor, which is Doctor number 13 supposedly, Yeah,
because they can only regenerate 12 times.
But here's something. There is a theory floating about that he never told Amy about how he regenerates and never told her about that 13th rule. So when she brought him back, the rule may not apply that he has 13 regenerations and therefore has as many as he wants. Don't get me into my Doctor Who geekism right now, because I might say something.
Okay, about the 13 regenerations.
Yes.
12.
Yeah, 12.
It's 12 regenerations, 13 bodies. Let's specify that right now.
No, he's only going to have 12 bodies, because going off just New Who.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Because there is a longer explanation that I'm not going to get into that goes back into
longer explanation, Time Lords gave him a limit.
Yeah, Time Lords gave him a limit, and then the Master stole some, and then he got them back, and then blah, blah, blah. There's a whole big thing.
And then, there's a whole River Song thing with her regenerations.
Yeah.
Just the theory.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah. She gave up her regenerations to save his life, so it's like...
In New Who... in
Where
New
did all that energy go?
For the love of God, let me talk.
Jeez.
In New Who, before the River Song thing...
That New Who.
He was only supposed to have 12 bodies, and the reason why is... In, what was it? The series 4 or 5, the one where they're fighting the Daleks, and they have the planet engine.
Ask Kirsty about that. I know nothing of Classic.
The reality bomb. That would be season 4, mid-season. That was the mid-season finale, because they broke that up into two parts.
The one where Davros is at the end, and...
They broke season 4 into 2 parts.
Okay. No, this is the end of it, because of Rose coming back, and...
Yeah, that's mid-season 4 finale, because they split season 4 into 2 seasons.
Oh, okay.
They did half one season, and then half the other later that year with the specials.
I thought you guys were talking about Classic Who there.
No, we're not talking Classic Who, we're talking New Who.
We're talking recent Who. The Who episode you saw, Naimari.
He gets shot by one of the Daleks and is about to regenerate, but has the hand that, what's his name? Jack Harkness had in Torchwood, so he puts all the energy into that hand. So he actually wasted a regeneration.
I thought it was just because the hand was still...
No. It had to be a receptacle of the same genetic match, which is why he put it into the hand, because it is still a part of him.
And then it became him.
That's true.
And then it became him, and with all these limitations and blah, 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 but that was because of some bullshit reason.
And then the Dr. Donna.
Yeah, and then the Dr. Donna.
Yeah. Which David Tennant stated in an interview. Sorry, Jason. My internet's laggy. As David Tennant stated in an interview that he does not want to start the debate of whether or not the Doctor used one of his regenerations. And this is coming from the actor who's playing the Doctor himself. He goes, I'm not going to get into that debate, but I'll just say he might have more than what we all thought he did. And then left it at that.
Well, see, that's why he's an actor and not a writer.
Yeah.
Because that's a bullshit reason. He's just going, I don't want to talk about it, and he may have more than you think, because the series is really popular right now. Okay, bye.
Well, he also said it after he announced he wasn't going to be the Doctor anymore. Everyone knew he wasn't going to be it.
He says, peace out, y'all. Bye.
Yeah,
TARDIS.
peace out. Peace out, bitches, TARDIS. Since we're making announcements about Doctor Who being delayed a week, and then we got on a tangent, let's talk about intros, because we need more of them.
Yes,
we do.
So badly.
Because we're out, and Kirsty doesn't like making them, and anything involving Tingle will send Nightmare into an insane asylum.
And apparently Hoorah as well. He didn't like it either.
Oh, really? Oh, great. Well, Hoorah is getting a call tonight. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, jeez.
No, I don't even have Hoorah's Skype name.
Oh, really? We should probably give you that.
I really don't care, because the only time I communicate with him is through the podcast, so...
Or unless I need to get a hold of one of you
It's sad how small my Skype list is. I think it's maybe 10 people.
My Skype list like 10 or 12.
I don't know. I'm not looking at my Skype right now.
What? I thought I had him on my...
Yeah, I have 12.
Yeah, we need more intros. And please send them to jfipodcast@gmail.com.
Yes.
By the way, just so everyone knows, I'm not asking for one person in particular to make the intros. I'm asking for anyone able to make intros. I don't care if it's the same people doing it over and over, but please give us something.
And do something with some quality to it.
Yes.
I'm just saying.
No looping music unless it's going with the audio.
Yeah, no looping music, no really bad audio, and trust me, you know when it's really bad audio. MP3 format, please. We will accept waves and .moves and stuff like that, but we prefer MP3 format. What else? I had a list.
Jason has a list.
I have a list, and I'm checking it twice.
I can't think of anything else. I need to write this down and put it in the forums. For
and when you there we go. And when you send it, make sure to send it to jfipodcast@gmail.com.
Yes.
Yes.
Even though it took me 2 times to say that.
It's okay. All right, moving on from intros.
Did you guys watch Pod Life?
Well, no, because we're talking about our podcast being put out on a more regular basis, and when we'll be streaming.
Yeah.
And then we'll talk about Pod Life.
Yes,
Yeah.
Speaking of streaming,
Yay.
That's on Tuesday, September 4th.
Yay.
So, probably the day after this comes out.
Yeah, well, I plan to have this out on Monday.
Yay.
So,
Mental note, don't give Kirsty audio till Monday.
Oh, Jason, you ass! I'll do an all-nighter, you know I will. I've done it.
She's a woman on the edge. She'll do it.
She'll do it.
Will do it.
Don't make me do it. I will cut a bitch.
I will. You guys know I would.
And by cut a bitch, she means she'll just do the episode with just me and her audio.
I know. Like 20 minutes of just them sitting there.
Sup.
Doctor Who joke. David Tennant in the TARDIS. Like, what the fuck are they talking about?
What the fuck is this noise?
TARDIS, I'm out, bitch.
I really just like... I see David Tennant in like a role now as a pimp.
He is a pimp.
And just like he's walking down the street and he just goes,
So
TARDIS, no. Just like all the bitches run toward a blue box.
All the bitches are on the box.
I know. They're making double money because they're time traveling to different areas, but they're all just in different parts of the city.
Nice. Oh gosh.
So they're... Oh god, that'd be so weird.
David Tennant is the ultimate pimp.
That would be the weirdest time paradox ever, is a woman is having sex for money in 4 places at the same time.
Jason just had the best idea ever.
I don't understand how that would work, because she'd have... Oh god, my brain is working through the time process of that.
Shut up, I'm a TARDIS. Your argument is invalid.
She'd have to be picked up at the end and then go back in time and pick someone up before the initial encounter, and then after every time have to be picked up to go back before the initial encounter. Oh god, that's confusing.
Wasn't that something...
Stop racking your brain, Jason, or else it's gonna implode.
That was a Doctor Who special recently, wasn't it? With 3 rivers in the TARDIS?
Oh yeah, that special where there was river, and then... She figures out what's going on and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, that's the one I had to explain to you guys that I cut from the podcast.
River. Oh, God.
Because you guys told me, okay, when you explain stuff, you kill it. And I'm like, oh, yeah, I should probably just cut that whole bit out and not spoil it for
I still haven't seen that one, actually.
It's really funny.
It is.
It's just, it's like, the Doctor's just trying to keep up with all of them.
Yeah. I did watch a little bit of the Pond Life, which is the web miniseries, kind of leading up to tonight's premiere.
That was pretty funny.
I only watched a little bit. The Ood one was actually kind of funny to me.
Oh, the Ood one is a 2-parter.
Oh, okay.
I haven't seen any of these. I literally just found out about them because you said them out loud. So.
Okay.
Yeah, it's basically like the time span between.
I'm alright. Don't spoil it for Jason.
No, I'm
Next week, let's stay right now so we can get away from Doctor Who talk. Next week we will talk about Asylum of the Daleks before the next Doctor Who episode. So this will be out probably by Tuesday. So we're going to be a week and 2 days late.
Spoiler: there are Daleks.
When it from the prior episode. So yeah, it's going to be late news, but who cares? Streaming.
What's the name of the special with the Three Rivers?
I'll look it up.
I don't know.
I'll just look it up really quickly for him.
But anyways, about the streaming is that at 5 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time, PDT or CDT time is 8 o'clock p.m. We will be streaming live. Go vote. Actually, by the time this gets released, the voting will probably be over, but, just say it now. Go vote for one of the games. We got 10 games up there for which one plays on the stream. Right now, the leader, I believe, is Tomb Raider, Anniversary, and Portal 2.
Wow.
Yeah.
You monsters.
You monsters.
How's it, you monsters? Oh, you're doing GLaDOS. Never mind.
Oh, by the way, Jason, the thing is called Night and the Doctor. It's a bunch of minisodes come together.
Night and the Doctor.
Yeah.
Nigth or KNI?
Just night as in, the time of day.
Okay.
Yeah. There are currently 3 votes for Tomb Raider Anniversary and 3 votes for Portal 2.
Yay. You monsters.
Yes. The game list, as states, is Castlevania Symphony of the Night, Tomb Raider Anniversary, Skyrim, Sonic Generations, Portal 2, Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, Legend of Zelda Super NES version, Super Mario Bros., the NES version, Mario 64, and Sonic the Hedgehog, Sega version. There you go. I probably should have stated which Sonic. I don't think I did.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
All of the Sonics.
Yeah, as long as it isn't Sonic 06.
All of the things.
All of the homo.
Yeah. Heck, I would do a marathon of all the old Sonic games for the whole 24-hour period.
Even Knuckles, Chaotix?
Even Sonic and Knuckles. I'll even play through it twice. Once with the Sonic 3 without the Knuckles expansion. Yeah. I literally spend 24 hours playing Sonic games. I can do that.
Kissy's crazy.
I used to do that.
Kissy's crazy.
Yeah. Kissy always crazy.
Right.
Alright. Moving on.
Speaking
of crazy, Jason, how's your Nuzlocke challenge going?
Let's see. I do have some sad news to report. I have had to restart once because Chimchar has passed on.
Aww.
Due to a poorly made decision by me while invading the Team Galactic building in Eternia City. But
my poor decision was using it as a meat shield.
No, I was enraged because I lost Onyx, my Rockington.
Oh no.
And sadly he passed out, so he was gone to me, and I put in Chimchar against a Kadabra, thinking his physical defense wasn't strong enough to take on Chimchar's quicker attacks, and lost that battle. So of course that was, by my rules, an automatic game over restart. I am past Eternia City now. Did the whole thing again. I have some new, better Pokemon. I caught a Psyduck, nicknamed Ducky, who has evolved into a Golduck, and has been very useful to me on my quest.
You didn't name him Scrooge?
No, I always see Psyduck as Ducky.
Yeah, Ducky's a perfect name for Psyduck.
Yeah.
Not Plucky?
Yeah. No, because he's not green.
Oh.
If only.
Who else have I caught? I've caught a lot more Pokemon this time around. I actually went into the Wayward Cave, which is underneath the bridge between Eternia City and Hearthome City, and caught a Gabite, which evolves into Garchomp at its
that's
final
really
evolution. Good. Yeah, I was like, oh wow, and I got lucky because it was like, oh, well, the Pokemon that are in that cave are Bronzor, Zubat, Geodude, and Onix, and then Gabite shows up like 5% of the time.
Yeah, you almost had the shit hand there.
Yeah, I had all 4 of the other Pokemon. I caught a Zubat already. I'd caught Geodude, which it evolved. I've caught an Onix. I've caught a Bronzor already, just due to weird random luck. And then went back in and was like, well, I can't catch any of these because I already have them. But isn't this where Givite shows up? And, like, after I said that to myself, there he was. I was like, oh, capture the pretty little dragon.
Oh, wait,
so I
shiny
did.
Psyduck is greenish.
Yeah, but I don't have a shiny.
No.
I am going off what I have. I am at Fantina's gym in Heart Home City.
That stupid cunt?
Which is, oh god, she's so pissing me off right now. Because I have a Luxray now, but he still only knows Spark.
Seriously?
Instead, yeah, he hasn't learned any of the other electrical moves yet because he's not the right level.
Teach that stupid bastard some moves.
I know, I can't get to the next city where I can buy TMs to teach him better stuff until I beat Fantina. So I'm having to, like, mass level him and what is now my Golduck, and I'm trading with Nightmari to evolve my Graveler into a Golem.
Because I was gonna have cool.
Yeah, I was gonna have a rule where I said no trading, but then I thought about it and I was like, I kind of need a Golem just to survive instead of a Graveler. Graveler will make the game harder because of his weaknesses and stuff, and a Golem will learn the same moves and just have statistical advantages over a Graveler.
Yeah.
So I'm going to trade with Nightmari at some point.
Plus, have you seen that thing? It's awesome.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's one of my favorite original 150. And I have been a little more lenient on myself. I've been rereading some of the rules, and I think I'm going to put into effect a mercy rule, which is I am now allowed to revive 2 Pokemon. That's it. Just 2.
Okay.
And it can be the same one twice, but I'm only allowed 2. So that way I don't, I can get in a big battle and be like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, and still be able to get out of it without having to do anything major. Like, retire a Pokemon, or if I lose Chimchar, completely have to start the game over.
Yeah.
I kind of, after the first time, I was like, man, I need a mercy rule or something, because this is killing me. But I have, like, maybe 10 Pokemon grand total, I think. Maybe 15 out of all the ones you can get. So I'm like, man, I'm just dying here.
Yeah. By the way, Golem, most awesome descriptions of the Pokédex ever. It's like, it can survive dynamite without getting harmed at all.
Yeah.
Nice.
The one in Platinum, I went online and read it so I could make sure that it learns the same moves as Graveler, is it rolls down hills making grooves. If you find these grooves, do not stand in them.
That's the one for Platinum? I thought it was...
That's the one for Platinum for Golem.
Oh, that's weird.
We can all agree that Hypno has the creepiest.
Yeah, oh jeez, that thing's
the original red. Yeah, it's like creepy pedophile teddy bear, like a creepy version of teddy bears have their picnic is really what it is.
Let's not talk about child rape on the pod, because I've been playing The Walking Dead.
Oh,
yeah.
The episodes put out by Telltale?
What?
The episodes put out by Telltale Games?
Yes, so good. I love Telltale, by the way.
Do not put Ruins episode 3, but I do watch the streams when Fragger does them, and I'm very upset that I watched the episode 2 stream.
Episode 2 was so tense.
Episode 2 is fucked up.
It's been out for a while. Kirsty, are you planning on playing this?
No.
Have you seen Fragger stream it?
I've watched... I've said this before, but I don't think you were here for it, Jason. I know of Walking Dead. I have watched bits of the first season, but something my husband told me from the comic happened, and when he told me about that, I just said I don't want anything to do with this show anymore because of that comic.
Well, the game has nothing to do with the comic.
I know. Yeah. Well, it's done in the art style of the comic, but
oh no!
Do you guys care if I say what it is? Because I don't know if it's going to be in season 3. I know it's going to be too graphic for it to be on the actual show.
Is it the end of the Governor arc?
I don't know which arc it is.
Go ahead and say what it is, and I'll tell you where it is.
I've never watched any of it.
They're in a prison.
TV show.
And
okay, yeah, this will be the end of the Governor arc.
Okay.
Because I think I know exactly what you're about to say, but go ahead and say it.
Yeah, it's the guy who rapes... It's the raping guy who, later with the skin. I'll just say that so I don't spoil anything, so I'm being as vague as possible.
What Kisty just said is... the reason it confused me, up until she said it, which will be cut from the podcast, is that there are multiple...
Rapists?
There are two in the book, and both die very horrible deaths.
Yes.
And rightfully so.
Because they're rapists.
The guy you're talking about, as far as I remember, he wasn't a rapist. He raped women, but he killed kids.
Oh, okay. Maybe that's where I got confused at. That.
Because, he is... I will go ahead and say this, because it's not going to be in the show, because the characters that it's about aren't even in the show.
Okay.
He actually kills... He is accused...
Yeah. Hey guys, I have to step away for a minute, but I'll be right back.
He is accused of, I think I'm remembering this right. It's been a while since I've read that arc. I think he's accused of killing one of the kids, when in truth it really wasn't him, but because of the accusation, he kind of goes crazy and goes back to his old ways, and is found trying to kill one of the kids, or has, and, because they had a lot of kids in their group in the comics.
Mm-hmm.
It's been whittled down due to just insanity and all this other crap, and kids are easy targets, and they're great shock value. But he was scalping one kid, and then they come in and find him and kill him. But I'm sure if for people who read The Walking Dead, they're going to be like, "That's not what happened." But it's been a while since. Yeah, it's been a while since I've read it, so I can't remember everything. But I know what she's talking about, and it's sort of like what it turns. It's a really good story in the book for the prison because it becomes a murder mystery, but everybody's a suspect because it's only maybe 12 people in the entire building, save for zombies, and it clearly wasn't a zombie death.
It clearly was not zombies.
Yeah, it clearly was not zombies.
It was a zombie butler.
Yeah, it was zombie Doctor Who did it.
The Walking Who.
Yeah, The Walking Who did it.
Best idea ever.
It was actually it was a weird arc because it didn't make sense that one of the prisoners, because in the comic, they're probably not going to do this for the TV show from what they've shown of the previews. In the comic, they discover a jail, and they're like, holy crap, it's a jail. We need to steer clear of this. And then they realize, holy crap, it's a jail. It's naturally defendable because we're not supposed to have anyone break out or break in. So, of course, people have abandoned the jail and let all the prisoners loose because it was the end of days and blah, blah, blah.
So, was it filled with zombies?
Some areas of it was. But what they do is they walk in and they're like kind of scoping the place out and on the lookout in case, it's just full of zombie prisoners and whatever, and they find 3 guys in the mess hall eating, and these 3 guys are just like, "Oh, hey, other people, come on and join us. We've been sitting here for like 6 months alone. Come on." And they explain to them that, yeah, we're prisoners of this jail. We were
arrested.
We were arrested, due process. We were forgotten about when
the zombies broke out.
Yeah, when the zombies broke out, and we've been left here, and we just kind of got out and stayed here because we're in a prison. It's naturally defendable. It has this really strong gate outside of it. It's a really great building, not to mention food is stored up for, months upon months at a time for thousands of people, so 3 people eating into it isn't even going to make a dent. So they literally have almost,
infinite amount of food.
They really do. When they really sit down and talk about it, it's like, we had 6 months worth of food for 5,000 people.
Yeah,
Yeah, and it's all naturally preservable because it's all frozen stuff.
Yeah, that's an obscene.
It's a really sweet setup for them, and
yeah, let's go to jail for the zombie apocalypse.
Yeah, it's one of those things that you don't think about, and Kirkman wrote that, and I was just like, yeah, I'm going to a prison after the zombie outbreak.
Yeah, because that sounds really good.
Yeah, it does. And the best thing about it was they started clearing out the building of zombies, and they were like, man, we can't do this, we're going to get bitten. And then one of the prisoners goes, come here, idiots. And they're like, what's wrong? He's like, about 2 months ago, we picked all the doors in here that didn't have zombies behind them. So guess what we found? Riot gear.
Wow.
And they're like, what? Yeah, we have riot gear. We cover every inch of our bodies when we go into a place that we don't know about. So here, put on the riot gear.
That is literally really, like, what the fuck?
Yeah, so literally they're like, it's like 3 guys at this point, and they all have riot gear on. And they've got the shields, and their bodies are completely covered, and they've got... The only place that's vulnerable is their necks. But they have riot shields and batons, so every time they run into a zombie, they'll, like, just push it up against a wall and then beat the living crap out of its head. So,
wow.
They're completely fine, and... It's almost genius, because when you sit and think about it, you're like, the one place you're not supposed to go into is the one place you need to be to survive.
I'm gonna look up my nearest jail.
Yeah. I know where the one I'm going to is.
That is just... I would never have thought about that.
You never think about it. And they sit, like, for 10 issues after they get there, they're just like, wow, why did we never think of this before? Because... if you sit and think about it, what do all jails have? They have a huge yard for prisoners to go out in because they have thousands of people at a time, so it's a huge area. 12 people, 15 people, it's not that many. They were going to start a farm. They were going to be able to make their own food. They were going to be self-sustainable forever.
They got frozen food. Tons of frozen food.
Well, even still, they need vegetables, they need things.
Yeah.
So they were just going to be like, oh, well, over here we can do this, and over there we can do that, and this and that. And they even had a system for, like, all the zombies that came up to the fences on how to get rid of them.
Electrify the fence.
Well, no, it was kind of a stupid thing at first. What they did was they had, like, a really long stake, like a metal stake.
Yeah.
And they would just, like, walk up to each zombie, and it was a chain link fence, so they'd walk up to the zombie, and of course the zombie's pressing its body up against to get to him. So they'd put the stake right into a hole where the zombie's head was, and then just bash it with a hammer.
Really?
So the stake would go right through their head, they'd pull it out, and then move on to the next zombie.
That's... What?
That was a daily chore.
What?
So let's just walk up and bash these zombies upside the head.
No, they were behind a chain link fence.
This sounds like the most stupid thing ever.
It is. Well, they didn't want to shoot them because...
that's a waste of ammo.
Yeah.
That's a waste of ammo, and that makes sound. And
that'll just drop more zombies.
They've already covered it in the Walking Dead TV show, but there's a thing where they call the zone in the comics, and they don't explain it until later, where when a zombie hears a noise, it follows that noise. And it just keeps going until it hears another noise, and then it'll figure out what direction it came from and then go that way. That's why at the end of Season 2, there was that herd of zombies in the TV show, because so many of them had gone in one direction for so long that finally they heard another noise and then all turned and went in that one direction. Jeez. But I was explaining the prison, why it was such a great arc in the comic.
Yeah, so if you want to go survive your nearest zombie apocalypse, go find a jail.
Please go pick up The Walking Dead companions and compilations at your local bookstores, or order them online on Amazon.com, and support Robert Kirkman, who is a really great writer. If you don't read his other series, Invincible, I highly suggest it. It starts out really well. Invincible is the story of a young man who finds out that his dad is the world's most premier superhero, Omni-Man. And then realizes... actually, no, he knows his dad is Omni-Man.
His dad is War Greymon and Melgarurumon?
Yeah. I know. Well,
that's
he can do anything, so he's called Omni-Man.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, that's kind of awkward.
Yeah, I know. So he knows his dad is Omni-Man, and he's waiting for the day for his powers to manifest, if they ever manifest.
It sounds like Sky High.
It is, but it's much better than Sky High,
like
because...
Thank goodness.
I like Sky
Well,
High.
no,
horrible.
I like Sky High too. I like Sky High too, but it was kind of a... Sky High is like a really dumbed-down version of Invincible, because it's all the trials and tribulations of this kid who suddenly realizes that he wanted to be a superhero, but the more he is a hero, the more things just mount up on him, and he is just torn to bits by it internally. Within, I think, the first 25 issues, he finds out that the reason he has his superpowers is his dad is an alien, and the reason his dad came to Earth to even begin with was to take it over. And then, while he was trying to get the lay of the land, someone approached him and said, hey, you can take care of the problems, we can't, we need you to be this person. He's like, oh, well, this is a great cover, people will love me, and then when people love me, they'll just do whatever I say. And in the process, he fell in love with an Earth woman, had kids, got married, and he's like, I can't take this planet over.
So it's Dragon Ball Z.
It's kind of Dragon Ball Z, but the guy actually knew his mission to begin with.
Oh, okay.
It's the opening arc from Dragon Ball Z, but the guy knew what he was doing to begin with, and then finally he turns on the Earth, and while his son is trying to stop him, he realizes that, dear God, I can't take over this planet, I have to run. So he runs from the planet and leaves Invincible, which is the kid's name as a hero, there, beaten to the ever-loving... Like, he beats the living crap out of his son. And then when he's about to finish him off, he's like, I can't do this anymore, and just flees. And that's just the first 25 issues.
Wow, that sounds really cool.
Yeah. And then it becomes this huge arc of... not even with great power comes great responsibility, it's with great power comes great problems. And it's how this guy handles them.
So, that's Spider-Man.
No, it's not.
No,
because
well, Spider-Man did have a lot of problems.
Spider-Man has a lot of self-imposed problems.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck, I created my own worst enemy.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I created my own worst enemy. My life would be so much easier if I wasn't Spider-Man. Okay,
I lost
stop being
my
Spider-Man. Baby. Yeah. There is a, Linkara, the comic book reviewer for that guy with the glasses. If you watch his review for One More Day, which is his 4th anniversary video.
Oh, did Mecha show up in that one or no?
No, nobody showed up in that one. That wasn't the start of a story arc. That was just an episode.
Okay.
He mentions how over the years Spider-Man has become this very stagnant superhero because he doesn't fix his own problems that he's very capable of fixing. And it's... Spider-Man used to be my favorite superhero.
He's my favorite superhero, no matter what.
I mean, I'm not going to not root for Spider-Man, but really, it's just the way he's written now that he's just caught in this infinite loop of sadness and loss and all this other bullcrap that he's very capable of changing. It does not take that much.
And
it really...
As I said... Sorry to interrupt, Jason. As I said, for Spider-Man 2 and 3, wah, I'm Peter Parker, my life sucks.
No, but this One More Day is just fucked up a lot of things.
One More Day, yeah. Go watch the One More Day review, and you will see how horrible...
I sacrificed my marriage to save my aunt's life.
Which really didn't make sense, because in an earlier comic, my aunt said, don't do it.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, Aunt May, you must live, because marriage isn't important, I guess.
And not to mention...
It doesn't make sense.
Yeah, I didn't.
He doesn't mention it in the review, but he does in an earlier review about what Mary Jane says to Mephisto to make him almost try and leave Peter Parker alone. Mm-hmm. But Mephisto is like Loki. Don't say anything to him because he can twist your words into something far more horrible than you ever imagined. You never get into a war of words with Mephisto because he's always going to win.
And for people who don't know, Mephisto is pretty much Marvel Devil.
Yes.
Yeah, it's the equivalent of the Devil.
Yeah, he's very prominent in Ghost Rider.
He's very prominent in Ghost Rider. He was a long-standing enemy of Doctor Doom.
Oh, did Ultimate Mr. Fantastic become Doctor Doom yet?
No, he never becomes Doctor Doom.
No, he got very close to becoming a villain.
Right, they've covered that. It wasn't Doctor Doom, it was whatever the guy's name is in the alternate, the negative zone dimension.
Oh, that guy?
Yeah, that's who they make him in the Ultimate Universe.
That sucks.
Ah.
And even then, he's not a bad guy. He just realizes that going about things in the superhero way is very stupid.
Yeah,
it doesn't... It saddens me how many writers just take a look at superheroes and go, this is the dumbest thing I've ever thought of in my life. I need to change this.
Yeah, just look at anything from New 52.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
But that's our horrible video game talk and comic book talk for the week.
Yep. Moving on to music, which is something I've been wanting to talk about since
Kissy's
May.
elbow is in a Deadmau5 video.
Yeah,
Supposedly, you can't get a clear shot of me from any angle.
My elbow and left ear. My God, I'm famous.
I'm famous. Tora was in the full shot, wasn't she?
No, it was my husband's head, Tora's part of her profile, and my freaking arm.
It was your... That arm is now a meme.
My God, combined together, you're the torso of a person.
No, Kissy, you're very prominent in that music video, though.
How?
I
you
thought,
mean Meowingtons?
I thought you were the cat. I thought you were the cat.
You thought I was Meowingtons.
I thought you were
sorry.
the robotic
Sorry,
cat.
I must pronounce this correctly, otherwise I will get official Deadmau5 fans mad at me. Professor Meowingtons.
Professor.
He's got a...
I have a doctorate from
he
MIT.
He has an honorary PhD.
In what?
What was the PhD in for Meowingtons, babe? My husband doesn't remember. He's the one who told me.
Yeah, but Kissy, you were there the entire time.
Yes, but he was there in post-production. He wasn't on site.
Yes, but... Anyway, it's a very good music video, anyway.
Yeah, it is a
Meowington.
good music video. I've literally sat down, freeze framed, zoomed up, photoshopped, tried to find myself.
And you found your elbow.
I love that. Just think about that for a second.
How much time did you take to do this?
I zoomed in, freeze frame, photoshopped.
Like, literally,
just the thought process that has to go into that.
I pulled it up into HD, 1080p,
3D, DVD, Blu-ray.
Player. I sat there and I went click, 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 click to every single crowd shot. You can't see me clearly, but I know where I was standing because there is a red mouse head and a kind of aqua-colored mouse head in the crowd on the left side where Deadmau5 is sitting.
See, your problem was you didn't bring a mouse head.
I'm back there between those two freaking heads. I'm right in front of them.
The lighting just obscures me.
No, it's because the camera zooms and moves and doesn't stay in place long enough to hit me, but apparently one of the handy cams they had in the crowd caught my husband and Tora.
So, wait, what you're saying is there's frantic editing in a music video?
God.
Oh my God!
And blurs. And by the way, half that smoke wasn't there on set. That's all post.
Post-production is amazing.
I love post-production.
You'd think I'd be able to get a job.
Weren't there?
No. There wasn't even a freaking green screen.
Was there a dome?
Yes, the dome
that's
was
all
there.
Adobe After Effects when they do stuff like that.
Okay, here's what was there. The consoles were there, except all the screens and stuff were covered in green, but it still lit up and did stuff. You know, Deadmau5 bent his antenna on his controller. If you look at it, you know, when he first pulls it up, it's straight. But if you look later in the video, it's slightly bent, and it's because he was bashing it on the console.
Deadmau5 wasn't even there. He was put in post-production.
Yeah. No, he was there. It was the...
so you think.
It was... No, I know he was there. I got fucking photos.
You got photos?
No, honey,
what
I'm saying is it's a fake Deadmau5.
I would have a video edited and everything, but...
So does Deadmau5 have a picture of you, of your elbow and him?
No, but you can hear me in the sneak peek screaming as he throws merchandise into the crowd.
That was the best elbow I met that day.
It was perfectly pointy. It was amazing.
The edge of it was very rounded. I mean, that was a perfect elbow.
I want to congratulate that elbow.
Yeah.
I would like to shake that elbow's point.
Twist the knife, guys. Twist the knife. That's all you're doing.
Just
twisting the knife.
We're not even twisting the knife. We're making fun of editing.
I know.
Which is really sad when people consider what I am trying to do for a living.
Jason, I'm right there with you. Come on.
What's really sad is I'm just sitting here staring at my master's degree right now because it's right above where I sit to record.
If you can't make fun of yourself, who can you make fun of?
It's staring me right in the face.
Yeah.
You gotta start somewhere. Start with yourself. Start with
Should
what you
we
love.
punch him now or later, Jason?
No.
I know, Kissy, maybe you should elbow him.
No.
Well, we've talked about so many other projects this week. Why don't we talk about what Nightmari's starting to do?
Yes.
Yes.
It's a very cool idea. Nightmari, why don't you tell us about it?
Yeah, this is your baby.
This is my baby. Yeah, so I'm starting to gather people from all across the community to come together and make a Scott Pilgrim dub.
Yes.
And by all across the community, he means whoever he can actually get in contact with.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, that reminds me, I gotta talk to Fragger.
Yeah, come on, guys. Fragger as Gideon.
We tried, okay? It just wasn't the right time.
Yeah.
I know.
He was very sheepy.
No, that's fine. But seriously, just think about that for a second. Fragger is the ultimate bad guy.
You're supposed to go on from there, because I'm not really thinking about it.
Okay. Yeah, so anyway, I'm transcribing the stuff from the graphic novel into script form. That's taking longer than I thought it would.
Yeah.
Because I have to go over it.
It's harder than it looks.
He's really trying to turn the graphic novels into a radio drama.
Yes.
Pretty much, yeah. And I think right now I'm like halfway through chapter 1.
Right.
Just up to the point where Kisty shows up.
Yeah, I'm in it apparently.
What are the roles that you need filled? Maybe we can get some people to submit
auditions.
Auditions, yeah.
Yes, auditions.
Or spread the word to get other people to submit auditions.
Yeah. This is we might want to add that this is all volunteer and free, so you're not going to get paid.
Yes, volunteer. Right. I'm not putting a gun against Chad's back to do this.
Oh God, who is Chad?
I somehow suddenly became.
Huh?
Who is Chad playing?
Chad's playing Wallace. Fuck. Who is Scott's cool gay roommate.
I thought I was playing Wallace.
No, you're playing Steven Stills.
I'm trying to remember who Steven Stills is now.
Scott's other best friend with the chin stubbly.
Don't remember him from the movie.
He was. Jason, you were excited about playing him.
I thought it was Wallace. I want to be Wallace if I'm anybody.
Nightmare, swap them. Just swap them now.
Well, Chad's excited about playing Wallace anyway.
Oh, God.
No! Wallace off!
Wallace off? Okay.
Wallace off.
Who can be the better Culkin?
Who can be the better gay person?
Gosh.
We already know it's me.
Yeah, and I am
Which is weird.
Can we announce who I'm playing, or do we want to keep it a secret?
I don't care.
I'm playing Scott's sister.
Oh, you're playing Scott's sister. Okay.
Yeah, she's playing Stacy. Who, if you actually look at Kisty and compare it to Stacy from the comics, it's fucking eerie how similar they are.
It's scary.
I gotta look up the character now because I don't know who Scott is or Steven Stills is.
He's the guitarist and lead singer from Sex Bomb.
Oh,
nice.
I'm okay. I'm kind of okay with this now.
Don't worry,
but
Jason.
I really would have liked to have been Wallace.
Don't worry, Jason. You can still have a Wallace off if you want.
You say that very creepily.
I worry.
You should worry, because Wallace needs to be filled in by somebody who cares as much as Wallace would.
Oh, Nightmare, the way you worded that, my brain just went south.
Wow.
Hold on.
He's still looking up Steven Stills.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
so
Kisty, can you make a picture of you compared to Stacy for the link dump?
Yeah, I can do that. Just don't let me forget after we're done recording to make it for you real quick and send it to you.
Okay, because it is fucking creepy.
The question is, which picture does Kisty use?
Of you or Stacy?
Of me.
Oh, and people, if you didn't already get it, I'm playing Scott.
That was a given.
And let's see, Chad's probably gonna do Wallace. Shout out to Krakatawa, who is this girl on the community side who's gonna be playing Kim. She's a very, very good voice actress. Don't say anything at all, guys.
Sorry,
I'm reading.
Jason's reading.
I'm reading and debating. Like,
Jason's
do I want to
reading,
be Steven, or do I really want to try and be Wallace?
and I'm looking through my pictures.
What? Wallace is just that character I loved in the movie. So when you said that, I hadn't seen the movie in forever, so I thought you meant Wallace, and I was like, I'm totally there.
I apologize if you saw some guy's junk. He also apologizes. It's one of Wallace's...
It's just, he's the best character in that movie.
Yeah, he was.
And he is the reason to repeatedly watch that movie.
What a perfect asshole.
Well, yeah.
Okay, I know what picture I'm gonna use. And
Okay.
what's funny is I'm almost in the exact same pose for the comic image that I have.
Okay.
Oh god.
This is gonna be creepy.
Yeah, it
Okay.
is. It's gonna be really
So
creepy.
Chad, watch yourself. I may be trying to steal Wallace away from you. We may have to do a Wallace audition.
Yes, there might have to be audition for Wallace. And whoever loses gets Steven.
Well, really, that's not a bad second place.
Not
It's just,
really. Steven Stills is a very good character.
I really loved Wallace. I haven't read any of the graphic novels, so Steven could be a huge character, but I want Wallace because of the movie.
Oh yeah, I have to give you guys digital copies of the comic to read.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would help. Well, actually, Nightmare, to be honest, I'd rather you just hand me the scripts, and I read those
Okay.
first, then I'll go back and read the comic.
Yeah, I'll read the comics later. I'd rather read the scripts, because if I read the comics, I'm going to remember a line and throw that in there.
Okay.
You don't
But
want to
anyway-
alter the perspectives of your talent. You want them to go straight from the script, and then if you want outside input, then we read the comics.
Actually, you know what? For now, since we haven't started, I will stay as Steven, because if I get a job or something, I may not have the time to do the full-on voice acting part of Wallace.
Yeah, even though they have like equal amount of screen time.
Oh, well, fuck.
They're both main characters, dude.
Well, I know that, but I figured Wallace would show up more than Steven.
I'm just
It
still
depends
trying
on-
to figure
depends.
out how I'm going to make myself sound like I'm 19 when I obviously sound like I'm much older than that.
Not really.
Really? I still sound
Nah.
like I'm 19?
Yeah.
That's scary.
Yeah. No, you're not playing Kim.
No, I know I'm
No,
playing
because
Stacey.
Kim is like the most deadpan character if you ever watch the movie.
No, I meant dead as in my real voice.
Yeah, that's what I meant too.
My real voice.
This isn't my real voice.
No,
This is the fake
Kisty's
voice I use to convince
commentary
people.
voice and talking on Skype voice. My regular voice is much more louder, yelly, and angry. Oh wait, I've already done that on the podcast. Shit!
Ha, you can't lie to us anymore.
I know.
Anyway, so the really big rules I'm missing right now is the 7 evil X's. We need a Knives. Like, badly.
You want me to
Evil
talk
X
to
is
Tora?
Knives Chow, Ramona Flowers.
No, we have Ramona.
We have Ramona.
Yeah, Matt's is gonna do Ramona.
Yeah. Let's say this for right now, because there may be people who are just incredible voice actors or hidden talents that are in the community who hear this. Right now, if you have a role you want to apply for it. Nothing is set in stone because we're still doing the scripting. If we had done an episode, something is set in stone.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Well, obviously you
right
guys have
now,
rules.
we're...
Yeah.
Well, no, if somebody is better than me, I am more than happy to take up a ancillary role that just needs to be filled because we couldn't find anybody else.
The same goes for me, Nightmare.
I may end up at the end of the day we're like Jason's gonna be Wallace or Jason's gonna be Steven Stills. No, at the end of the day I
Jason's
could
gonna be
be
Knives.
yeah, I could end up being the first evil X
Matthew Patel.
who has like 20 lines and then walks away and dies.
He's hilarious though, and
Yeah.
he has a musical number.
He has some music.
Oh boy. But
Nobody wants to hear me sing. I may be the second or third
yeah.
evil
So,
X.
Okay, no, actually, I wanna ask Ray if he wants to
Nightmare,
do the
where
second
can
one.
these people send their auditions?
They can send these
Yes.
auditions to. Fuck, I have to make an email for this.
No, you don't.
For right now, the email is tentative.
I'll put up an email.
Yeah, we'll put it in the link dump
Yeah,
where you can
it'll
send
probably
the
just
email.
end up being mine.
Well, I was gonna say, Jeff,
Yeah.
podcast box.
No, because if people start doing it, we're gonna get a ton of them, and it'll like flood
Yeah,
the
I'd
email,
rather
and
just have
we
that
don't
in
wanna
my
flood
email.
our.
Okay.
Yeah. Like a specific email to where we don't have to
That's Nightmare's job
things
then.
out.
That is his task for the link dump. He puts in the email for the Scott Pilgrim auditions. I almost said additions.
Which
edition
of
auditions.
They're now re-releasing the comics in color, which I just bought.
Story of my life.
So, alright,
Jason,
so here's what we've covered on the podcast. We've covered Doctor Who, we've covered intros, we've covered
The
Walking
Stream,
which, to remind everyone...
Covered The Walking Dead.
Just to remind everyone, the stream will be on September 4th, Tuesday.
Which is also me and Matt's
5 p.m.
anniversary.
PDT. Huh?
Which is also me and Matt's 5th month anniversary.
That was a thing I wanted to talk to you about, Nightmare. How dare you want to hold the stream on your anniversary?
She said she was cool with it.
I know.
I actually think we should delay the stream a week so people have time to hear this podcast.
Kissy said she's pulling an all-nighter.
Yeah, I'll get this out. On the 3rd, I promise. Just Jason, don't delay putting your audio in the box.
No, it'll be there tonight.
Okay, then yeah, I'll pull an all-nighter on
The Jason ship will land on time.
The Jason ship.
Jason voice ship.
So, anyways, do we want to wrap up, or do we have another topic to cover?
Yes, so we want to wrap up. We've been going
for
maybe
maybe over barely an hour.
Yeah.
Still,
and I gotta
that's
edit
long
this
enough.
thing down. Nightmare, when I cannot remember what day exactly, but Hoorah said he was coming back to the podcast. Do you recall what day that was going to be? Is it next week?
Yeah. Well, he said he wanted to come in this week and talk about Doctor Who. I'm like, no.
We're not talking Doctor Who this week. We're talking next week. So we'll do Doctor Who talk with all 4 JFI podcast members, hopefully. That's something to look forward to. And, yeah, that's pretty much it. So let's wrap this up and get the hell out of here.
Bye.
Bye,
Fuck
guys.
it. Bye.
I'm leaving.
Everybody hop on the Jason ship.
Bye-bye. Yeah.
Bottle ship.
I see 20.
Jason Flex. That perfect.
It's a very intimate ship.
That perfect military mind.